Wow, lots of exciting things have been happening in the gaming world this week, and we've tried to cram as much of it as possible in the next half hour. Welcome to News2Gamers, I'm your host Simon Hill. Let's have a look what's coming up on the show, shall we? Coming up on the show, I'll be reviewing the amazing Gearbox online MOBA shooter Battleborn, plus Respawn is back with one of the best platformers in gaming history. As well as that, Leanne's sharing the excitement behind the latest trailer for Deus Ex Mankind Divided. It's pretty damn good. And wait for it, the huge announcement behind the brand new Call of Duty franchise. We've got the trailer for you here on News2Gamers. But first, let's give you the lowdown. DICE will reveal the next instalment to the Battlefield series this Friday, May 6th at a world premiere event. Get an insight into the minds of the developers as you hear from the creative director Lars Gustafsson and lead producer Alexander Grondal on the past, present and future of Battlefield. That is what the press release read that was sent to News2Gamers earlier this week. The game will be revealed to attendees of the event before a global live stream shows off as yet unspecified details at 1 PM Pacific time, 4 PM Eastern time and 9 PM British Summer Time. Early reports have suggested that the game will move from the more modern take on war to the more epic World War I style. Hopefully that is correct as well. News2Gamers will be giving live updates across social media as the event takes place, so make sure you head over to all of our pages, like, follow and subscribe to get all the latest news on Battlefield. Keep it locked. Nintendo has confirmed that its upcoming gaming console codenamed NX will be launching globally in March 2017. The information was revealed as part of the company's 2016 fiscal year earnings report, which was released last week. The NX release date was also confirmed by a post from the official Nintendo of America Twitter account. The tweet reads, "The next generation of Nintendo is coming March 2017. Hashtag NX. What would you like to see from Nintendo's next console? Tune into the brand new show News2Gamers Extra on Saturday, where we talk about it in more detail. Hopefully there's no more gimmicks. My favourite console has to be the Nintendo 64, so hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that. Let us know in the thoughts and comments what you think. Rockstar and 2K Games parent company Take-Two Interactive has filed for a pair of trademark applications for what appears to be a brand new game called Judas. The trademark applications were filed with the United States Patent and Trademark Office on April the 22nd, covering things like online games and so much more. In a possibly related development, it has also been discovered that www.judasthegame.com is registered to brand protection agency Mark Monitor, which is the registrar for Rockstar's official website. A Take-Two representative declined to comment when approached by News2Gamers. Take-Two have teased in the past that apart from their main franchises that they currently work on, they are developing multiple and new unannounced projects for the new generation consoles. More recently, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick said the company is coming to E3 in a big way, though he did not specify or share any further specifics. Hopefully, Red Dead 2, anyone? Yes, Red Dead 2. Just minutes after Destiny's Spring Update went live on April the 12th, someone with a Reddit username Rezil Azir discovered a new Grimoire lore card that referenced a character named Rezil Azir. The character apparently posted a message in Latin that translated to "The 20th day of the 9th month, it is coming forward to the stars." This suggested that Bungie would release something, possibly the next Destiny expansion, on 20th of September this year. Both Destiny and The Taken King released in September of their respective years. However, Bungie is distancing itself from Azir, apparently debunking the rumour. Oh, and hey, Rezil Azir, not one of us, community manager David Daig wrote, not specifying whether he meant the character or the Reddit user. We cannot confirm nor can we decipher these riddles. It's a mystery to us as well. Fun stuff though. If you don't know what we're talking about, don't worry about it. If you do, enjoy the speculation, which is exactly what David Daig has been doing. A large new Destiny expansion is coming this year, whilst Destiny 2 will be arriving in 2017. Daig recently teased the expansion, saying, "I've seen it, I'm excited about it. I will say no more for now." Homefront: The Revolution has a dark, intense and insanely violent new trailer going by the name of America Has Fallen, and that's pretty much exactly what's happened. But the Korean People Army did not kick down the door on its way to kicking your ass. No, you invited them in. Homefront: The Revolution comes out on May the 20th. Check it out now. This new trailer is amazing. All I'm going to say is, what if?
It started back with the Apex Corporation in the 70s, and the birth of Silicon River in North Korea. Even back then, their tech was way ahead of what was coming out of America. We bought everything they could sell, from phones to tablets to just about anything. And when they started making weapons, well, we couldn't resist. Our wars in the Middle East had been getting worse and worse, one leading straight to the next. Even after that terrible day in Riyadh, we kept fighting as our country fell apart. And still, we bought Apex to give us an edge. As the dollar tanked, our debt to North Korea spiraled. Unemployment rocketed, and the country was on its knees. The failing government defaulted on the debt, and the North Koreans made their decision. Every piece of technology they'd sold us had a back door. They turned off our military with a single button press. The first KPA troops on U.S. soil were said to be there to rebuild. But after the early aid packages, there was only brutality. They stole our liberty and our freedom. America is under control of the KPA. But she will rise again. You are the revolution.
I have had so many messages from you guys asking if we're going to be reviewing that game on the show. Well, I can confirm that on the May 18th edition of News2Gamers, we shall indeed have the full review of the Homefront: The Revolution. Can't wait. Now, a lot of you on last week's show were talking about how much you like Leanne's new set, and to be honest, you like it a bit as well, don't you?
I do. I'm settling in quite nicely, thank you. And I love my new plasma TV thingy I've got going here. It's awesome. Right, so let's find out what you guys are all fired up about this week, other than my awesome TV, obviously. So first off, who here saw that awesome playable teaser for Silent Hill? I did, and it looked friggin' amazing. But, and it's a big but, over the past few weeks there has been speculation of whether the game will make it to our screens. And we have finally been put out of our misery. It has officially been announced as cancelled, and people are not happy. Mano Maivable, I think I got that one right. It's just sad. When I heard no more hashtag Silent Hill after Konami showed us that PT, and even worse, hashtag Kojima left. We also had Norman Reedus himself take to Twitter with his thoughts. Super bummed about this, was really looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll come back around. Sorry everyone. You know, and I think he speaks on behalf of everyone who watched that and fell in love with that trailer. Now, some very sad news there, so it's time to cheer you guys up. And what better way to announce that there is a new trailer for Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, which certainly has revived the excitement. John tweets, "Man, the visual design on the new hashtag Deus Ex game looks incredible. I can't wait to get stuck into that world." Courtney tweeted, just give it to me now. Jensen is more of a badass than before. I cannot wait. Hashtag Deus Ex, hashtag Mankind Divided. Now, after Simon ever so kindly showed us that awesome multiplayer trailer last week for Gears of War 4, you guys have been blowing up Twitter with your excitement. Vanessa tweets, watched videos on the new Gears, can't freaking wait for it to come out. Hashtag Holiday 2016. Hashtag Gears of War 4. Kiana Gonzalez tweets, OMFG, I just witnessed the hashtag Gears of War trailer and died. I myself can't wait to try out those executions. They look savage, don't they? Right, if you would like to get your tweets and comments put on my awesome screen here, then all you have to do is head over to our Twitter page at News2Gamers, like us on Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can catch up on all the latest gaming news. After the break, Simon will be giving the verdict on the latest from Gearbox in the arena-style shooter Battleborn, and Rich takes a look at one of the most iconic platformers of 1998. And one that Simon never shuts up about, so you should already know what it is. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to News2Gamers. Still to come, we have our review for Gearbox Software's insanely fun first-person online shooter Battleborn. But first, Respawn is getting personal. To me, anyway. Some of our more regular viewers will already know that this is one of my favourite games of all time. I know some of you are guessing right now. We have had multiple requests to cover this game, and finally, I have persuaded my director to cover it right now on this show. You just don't get platform games like this anymore. It's puzzlingly fun and adventurous with some of the most memorable characters in gaming history. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spiral Mountain.
Developed in 1998 by the legendary Leicestershire-based development company Rare, Banjo-Kazooie is one of the N64's most iconic games. The game sees you take on the role of Banjo, a honey bear who spends a frankly excessive amount of time around his pet bird and adventuring companion, Kazooie. Now, I'm not into bears or anything weird like that, but apparently by bear standards, and definitely not my own, his sister really is quite the foxy lady. And when Spiral Mountain's resident witch Gruntilda catches wind of this, she decides that it's probably worth kidnapping her and creating a machine to steal her beauty off her. Banjo takes it upon himself to save her, and in typical platformer fashion, this involves solving puzzles, traversing obstacles and yada yada yada. Admittedly, this isn't a game I played at all when I was younger, but I still felt a strange sense of nostalgia picking it up today. Platformers like this are artifacts of a bygone era where mainstream blockbuster games were still often marketed to kids but developed with a fairly broad range of people in mind. While the games followed a fairly linear path, you had a sense that the creators meticulously crafted every potential outlet for the player's interactive experience and tried to make their games unique and timeless. Developers didn't feel compelled to have to convolute the same contrived storyline about the impending collapse of civilization and paint it over the same game engine every single year. With that said, Simon has a little announcement.
Right, this is the part of the show you've all been waiting for. It's the brand new trailer from the newly announced Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Due to release worldwide on November the 4th, the game for the first time in the history of the franchise will take a trip around the solar system, including an in-depth and immersive campaign that is driven by a captivating narrative, a challenging multiplayer, and it will also bring the original cooperative zombies mode. Anyway, enough talking, let's take a look at the brand new trailer for the first time, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Get on it.
You seen that? Unknown. Unidentified settlement ships. You are moving into a restricted situation.
They just opened fire. We're f***ing fire. Native guns are attacking our airship. Pilot hit.
This is a full-blown invasion.
Oh my god.
We are getting breaking news out of Switzerland.
Geneva has suffered a massive attack.
Death count continues to rise, and there's no end in sight.
This is Top Cat Sovereign. Divert and deploy all available assets immediately.
Holy shit!
Let's get to the tower. Go! Fix the house.
largest attack in the history of the world. How could they not have seen us coming as one of our own?
We have no precedent for this. We have no playbook for this. And apparently, we have little time.
Let me make our situation absolutely clear. We are now at war with the Settlement Defense Front. Godspeed, captains.
You got eyes on this, Reyes?
Affirmative. Let's get in there.
Pre-order the Legacy Edition and get Modern Warfare Remastered.
Battleborn is a cross between a MOBA and Borderlands, whose greasy palms sweat all over Battleborn like an invigorating deep tissue massage. With Battleborn's campaign, I feel like I'm at a shooting range with some of the best gunmen in the world, using the sickest skills I've ever seen. But we're all stuck in a plain warehouse full of paper targets. There are over 24 unique playable characters, each with quickly unlocked branching skills that go a long way to ensuring every level playthrough and multiplayer match will feel different from the last. The character taunts and in-game dialogue add a nice flavour that's almost on par with developer Gearbox's other co-op shooter Borderlands. Unfortunately, it's all set against a backdrop of repetitive stages populated with unoriginal hit sponge enemies and levels that can end in bitter, cheap-feeling defeat. While I wish Battleborn could be a bit smarter and sharper, it's crazy enough that I still find myself playing through the quick campaign multiple times just to see what all the frantic shooter has to offer. The variety of mechanics on show is at first totally overwhelming. If you roll into battle without reading up on your character's weapons and abilities, you'll frequently find yourself saying, "I have no idea how I just did that." For example, Oscar Mike's assault rifle makes sense immediately, but you probably wouldn't guess that Ambra's flaming staff siphons health from nearby enemies while simultaneously generating heat that powers her other abilities. Thankfully, the command menu provides concise descriptions of characters and their unique ability sets, and not all the heroes are available immediately, which limits the amount of upfront learning. Plus, I found that once I got to know a character, I genuinely fell into a predictable gameplay loop. Each hero has a primary weapon, a secondary attack, 3 active abilities, including a super move with the extensive cooldown timer, 1 passive buff, and a basic melee attack. That may sound like a lot, but consider this: there's no crouch, dodge, stealth cover system or other mechanics that typically add depth to other online shooters in gameplay. As a result, Battleborn's action feels not quite mindlessly, but certainly fast and arcadey, as well as frantic. Not just the usual run and gun, but the more strategic stop and pop. That's where the gameplay loop comes in and characters' distinct skills feel like their natural role within Chaos. Melee attackers charge right in, healers follow behind to try and keep them alive, snipers offer cover from a distance, and so on. I ended up relying mostly on mid-range damage dealers, which meant repeatedly draining my clip into bad guys, deploying my special attacks as soon as their cooldown time has expired, and retreating to my shield recharge whenever necessary. Battleborn's AI enemies are, for the most part, mindless fodder that simply charge straight at you, so I never needed to change my tactics, especially since my teammates were able to cover me at most times. Gearbox Software experience with Borderlands clearly shows through Battleborn, blending a silly episodic story and a cast of charismatic characters with a competitive on-trend MOBA genre. While its single-player and multiplayer offerings are limited at the moment, they're strong enough on their own to sustain a community, so long as Gearbox continues to add updates frequently. Battleborn could have easily been a soulless copycat of Borderlands or just another MOBA, but this is one game that has fusioned together and has its own identity and lays a solid groundwork for much more to come. So there you go, the Battleborn review from News2Gamers. I really enjoyed playing that.
Yeah, I thought it looked fantastic.
It was a great game. It took me back to the childhood days playing like Unreal Tournament.
Oh my God, Unreal Tournament.
No, great game.
That one.
And obviously now we've got the latest on the new Call of Duty.
Oh my God,
it looks good, doesn't it?
Awesome.
I can't wait to play more of that and see more as time goes on. Looks good.
Yep, don't forget we have our brand new spin-off show starting this Saturday. We will be on your screens from 10 p.m. through until 11.
Yes, I can't wait for this. The first episode of News2Gamers Extra will be discussing all the hype around this year's E3. We'll be going through all the rumours, the facts, and which developers will be attending this year in Los Angeles.
We will be back from 10 p.m. Saturday, so keep it locked.